Honourable Member for Clark.
Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Communications. Minister, it's almost 3 years since the Murphy report unanimously recommended a phase-out of gambling advertising. So, when will you be tabling the government's response to that report, and by what date will you actually legislate a ban on gambling advertising? Or is the Prime Minister continuing to block this sensible and popular reform?
Order. The Minister has the call.
Thank you for the question. The Albanese government has delivered the most significant online wagering harm reduction initiatives of the past decade, including launching BetStop and banning the use of credit cards for online wagering. BetStop is the most significant gambling reform of the past decade. It was this government that delivered those reforms, and we're really proud of the positive impact that it's having. Just last week, we released the review of BetStop, which found that BetStop is a successful policy and delivering on its objectives. That review, which we released for media and for the public last week, suggested several changes to maximise BetStop's reach and impact in addressing gambling harms, including improving community awareness through increased marketing and promotion. I've written to state and territory ministers and to peak bodies to help promote this vital service to frontline workers who are often the first point of contact for people experiencing gambling harm. I will continue to work with harm reduction advocates.
The Minister will pause. The member for Clark on a point of order.
Point of order on relevance, Speaker. The question goes to the fundamental issue of the Prime Minister personally blocking reform.
Well, no, that doesn't. The question contained a number of parts, including the timeline for the Murphy report, about the impact on this issue on the community. When will the government be responding to the report, and what date? You were specific, and that was the last part of the question, and it was borderline because you're imputing a motive by the Prime Minister there. But the Minister is being directly relevant. I'm listening to her carefully about what the government is doing on that topic. Now, if she was talking about something else, she would not be directly relevant. If she was talking about another policy topic, I'd pull her into line. But I'm listening to her carefully, just making sure that she's being directly relevant about the question that she was asked, and I'll ask her to remain directly relevant.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Albanese, this government has undertaken some of the most significant harm reduction measures that we have seen in the Federation. We have banned the use of credit cards for online wagering. We have launched BetStop. We have forced online wagering companies to send their customers monthly activity statements outlining their wins and their losses. We have provided direct funding for specialist financial counselling to support people affected by problem gambling. We have introduced new minimum classifications for video games with gambling-like content. We have introduced new evidence-based taglines in wagering advertising. We have introduced nationally consistent staff training in this space, and we have established mandatory customer ID verification for online wagering. We have done all of this work since we were elected to government, and I will continue to meet with harm reduction advocates, some of whom were in my office earlier this week, with broadcasters and with sporting codes, as we seek to look at further ways that we can minimise the harms of gambling.